Okay, you guys ready to keep the show going? More comedian, huh? I need more than that. You guys want more comedy? Come on. This nice guy, he's so funny. We're going to show at Roscoe's Comedy Club in Austin. He's so funny, guys. Start clapping for Eric Snader. Come on.
Thank you so much. Keep it going for Jason. I'm a little bit off right now. I have this whole bit about yoga, but I don't want Allison knowing how flexible I am. Forget it. I'm so excited to be here. One of my favorite venues. So excited. But I'm going to be honest with you guys. Take a look at me. I should have been in bed 2 hours ago. You shook your head, yes. Sad but true. I've been told I give off pediatrician vibes. Not even a joke. Someone said that once and it's true. But I'm not a pediatrician, not even close. Do you want to know what I do for work? I'm a child psychologist. Oh, yeah. No, I have a doctorate in child clinical psychology. True. But I'm not, oh, thank you. More than I got from my own parents. And I don't say that to brag, not meaning to brag at all. Really, I tell you that because, well, this comedy stuff ain't paying the bills. So if you have kids, see me after the show. Because let's face it, if you're 20 feet underground drinking and you have kids, they're going to need to see someone like me. Excited to be here. I told my wife I wanted to make something today I've never made before. She said, how about a good first impression? Yeah, so I don't know how I'm doing. We'll see later. Oh, my goodness. I was a teenager during the Great Depression.
What's the name on the tab?
At least that's what my psychiatrist tells me. That hit too close to home. Speaking of depression, not going to get political here, but what's with all the tariffs, right? Everything is so expensive. Everything, gas, groceries, everything. That's inflation. Right? The rate of inflation has gotten so high that the rapper 50 Cent had to change his name to $1.50. And that store Five Below, it's now 10 and above. That's crazy. So I am a clean comic. I follow Allison, but I'm a clean comic. And thank you. You can clap. And what I mean by that is that I don't joke about drugs. I don't joke about violence. And I'm certainly not sharing details of my sex life with you all. In part, because my sex life is like my comedy. It lasts 3 to 5 minutes. I usually bomb. And when I'm done, I've earned barely enough money for gas. My sex life is like my comedy in that it's not easy to get this many people to come watch. And my family hates when I post it on social media. But I will share one story. So my wife and I tried once to spice things up in the bedroom. We tried role play. Anyone ever try role play? Yeah, it did. Hopefully it worked better for you. Didn't work for me, and I think I know why. Because I always played the role of patient, and my wife played my doctor, who no longer took my insurance. Yeah. And I told her, I'm not paying for sex, not even in co-pays. And that's when she started charging me cancellation fees. It was a mess. I recently came back, speaking of a mess, I recently came back from Florida. I went to visit my mom. And now's a good time to tell you that I'm Jewish, right? My mom's older, she's Jewish, where else would she be? I'm getting a bad vibe here. Any other Jews in the audience? Wow, okay, this is exactly the response I expected. Whenever I leave Austin to do shows, I've learned, I hadn't learned. I usually ask, are any Jewish people in the audience? Usually get nothing. And then I follow that with my question, do you all let Jewish people into insert city name interview? And I did a show up in Killeen, and as soon as I asked that question, I realized that's not the question to ask. What I should have asked is, do you all let Jewish people leave Killeen? Because that'll help determine whether I stay for the whole show or leave right after I set. But I went to Florida. And I was in the TSA line here at Austin Bergstrom, and I was in the TSA line, and a guy pulled me aside and said, look, I have to pat you down. And you don't say no, right? Because this is part of the process. So this guy patted me down, And I have to tell you, this guy was thorough. This guy was so thorough, he found a polyp on my prostate. Yeah. And the weird thing is that it kind of confused me because he wasn't required to wear a TSA uniform. Huh. But no worries, he wants me to come in for a follow-up in 3 weeks. I'll ask him. Oh my goodness. So we moved my mother to Boca Raton. It's where all Jews go before they die. And which is better than where she lived. She used to live in a place called the Villages. Anyone ever been to the Villages, Florida? There's a movie. Who said you heard of it? You did.
Is that in Orlando?
And it's right by Orlando, exactly. Yeah, there's a movie about it. It's called A Slice of Heaven. But if you've ever been there, more appropriately, the title would be A Slice of Your Wrists. This place is crazy. It's an over 55 community, an active over 55 community. And by active, you probably know what I mean, right?
Pickleball.
Sexually transmitted diseases.
They're
God.
rampant in.
I don't know about you, but the idea of old people having sex is just ugh, right? I don't want to picture it. I don't want to hear an old lady tell me she's coming unless she's headed my way with some cookies. Or brownies, but that's it. That's where I draw the line. But yeah, so anyway, she loved the Villages. My parents lived there. My father recently died. Yeah, don't worry, he's over it by now. But anyway, the Villages, yeah. So my parents loved it there because basically they have activities for everyone. Anything you want to do, and it's all adapted for old people. So for example, if my mom wanted to do yoga, we won't go with her, Allison. Oh gosh, the image of my mother doing yoga now. But if my mom wanted to do yoga, she could stand, she could sit, downward facing dog, almost dead dog. There's a position for everyone down there. But we moved her to Boca, and she's in this independent living building. And everyone there is old. And my mom's 85, and she's complaining, all these people are so old. And I just felt like I needed to be honest with her. I said, here's a mirror, so are you. But anyway, a lot of the people use walkers and canes, and my mother's pretty mobile. Picture a whole building, most people using canes and walkers. It's like a scene from a zombie movie. Yeah. And they're very nosy. I feel like once you get to be past a certain age, you feel like you have the license to ask anything you want. So I was walking through the lobby one day. I was going to plant some flowers for my mom. So I'm a good son. It's the least I could do. So I had a bag of potting soil, and I'm walking through the lobby, and a woman yells across the lobby, "What's the potting soil for?" And I was like, "It's for your grave. Mind your own business." Luckily, she couldn't hear me. I was banking on those hearing aids not working. Oh, my goodness. But yeah, I am Jewish. I think it's obvious, right? I mean, I've got this big Jewish nose. I talk in this sing-songy voice. I talk as if everything's a question. And that used to drive my teachers nuts. When I was younger, they'd say, "Eric, are you asking me or are you telling me?" And I'd always say, "I'm telling you?" They didn't get me. Oh, my goodness. But anyway, so when I was in Florida, they joke about Florida being God's waiting room, right? So a lot of silver alerts. You get those on your phones, the silver alerts, yeah? I don't understand those, right? I mean, grandma doesn't come down for breakfast, and now the entire state is notified, and we have to go look for her. But yet she's still legally able to drive herself to Buc-ee's to get a pack of cigarettes. I don't get it. Amber alerts, that I get. I mean, a kid goes missing, we all should look for him. I came up with another alert. I'm hoping that this doesn't get me in trouble here. I came up with another alert, black and blue alert. That's when we get notified every time a police officer hits his wife. Oh, our phones would be buzzing off the hooks. I actually did that joke up in Taylor once. Not the city to do that joke. Oh my goodness, yeah, not the city to do that joke. Crazy. Ay. I'm a big fan of Cardi B. Any Cardi B fans in the audience? Exactly. The same amount of Jewish people in the audience. They're in this place, just me. Do you know who Cardi B is? Okay. So I'm a big fan of Cardi B, and I know what you're thinking, right? If you know who she is, what she's all about. I don't quite fit the typical Cardi B fan demographic, right? I mean, I'm older, I'm white, I'm Jewish. I kind of fit her customer profile for when she worked as a stripper. I know that's right. Yeah, if you know the song off, that joke is really funny. That joke kills in some cities, not Buda though. But I also like Nicki Minaj. She's got that song about you can ride it, you can do something about horses. I don't know. But I like Nicki Minaj. I like Doja Cat. There's a pattern here, right? I find that I'm attracted to angry black hip hop singers, right? And I've thought about this because I'm a psychologist. I have to figure it out. I think that I'm really attracted to that vibe they give off, this badass vibe. And I think it's because I'm jealous. I wish I could give off a badass vibe instead of this whiny Woody Allen, Jerry Seinfeld vibe. Right? Yeah? What's that all about? Oh, my goodness. So I recently went to my doctor. I had to get my annual physical. And I've been going to this guy for a few years. And he said to me, I'm at the age where he needed to do a prostate exam. He was not the TSA worker, by the way. But he had to do a prostate exam. And I thought, you know what? Look, I mean, we've known each other for a few years. The conversation always flows. He's a decent-looking guy. At some point, his fingers would be back there. You've had it done. I had my insurance pay for it, though. But anyway, so the only weird... Yeah, I had to sink in a little bit. The weird thing about it, though, is that he wore a glove, right? I mean, hear me out. I thought, this is weird. I mean, we've known each other, like I said, there's some rapport going on. So I asked him, like, Doc, what's with the glove? And you know what he said? He said it was for protection. And I thought, that's weird. You just looked through my medical charts. You know I'm clean. Then it hit me. He was protecting me from him. And then it got so awkward, like it is here right now, that I thought we should have done this in his office. So I got the check and I left him alone at Waffle House. Any Waffle House fans in here? Aside from me? Oh, I won you back. Thank you, Buda. I love Waffle House. Any time of the day, you can get anything you want, right? They have anything, well, not everything, right? Not dental insurance. Put the entire wait staff together in a line, you've got one full set of teeth, maybe. That could be rough, right? I did that joke down in New Braunfels once, and a woman, swear to God, she got up and she yelled, "That's not funny. I work at Waffle House."
How many did she have?
Oh, like 2 or 3. Yeah, no, I'm glad you asked that. I was stuck for words, so the only thing I could think to say was, I know, now stop smiling. I did not finish my eggs and waffles that day. But, so I did get a prostate exam, and then my doctor sent me to get a colonoscopy, because I'm at that age. And anyone else, I don't need to know, no show of hands if you've had a colonoscopy. And I won't bore you with the gross details of the prep, only to say that you have to eliminate everything from your body before you get a colonoscopy. Right? Everything that's ever been in your body comes out. I had things come out of me. I took to Antiques Roadshow. PBS watcher back there, thank you for your support. But anyway, the procedure was rather easy. I mean, they put you in a gown where your backside's exposed. They knock you out with anesthesia. They do what they have to do. And when I woke up, I was a little bit sore, but I had no recollection of anything that had happened. For some of you, that's just a Saturday night at Mama Merlots. One last thing about me, I'm a runner. I love running, and I get up really early. in the morning to run. That's why I'm so tired. I said that at the top of my set. So I get to see parts of the city when it's still dark. One morning I was running towards the Capitol building. I live in Austin. And ahead of me at the bus stop was this woman, probably mental health issues, probably homeless. As I was running towards her, that's how I run, she looked me straight in the eyes. And she yelled something I probably shouldn't even repeat. Looked me straight in the eyes and yelled, "Skinny ass motherfucker." I was like, oh my God, she thinks I'm skinny. So I'm gonna meet her for breakfast next week. And then another time, I'll leave you on this. Another time I saw an armadillo run across me on the Town Lake Trail. And if you've never seen an armadillo, they're pretty creepy, like these little prehistoric animals. And a friend said, don't ever get near an armadillo because they can carry leprosy, which is true. So I just wanted to get close enough to look at it. And this thing looked back at me. It was so weird. It has these two little beady eyes, and we were locked eyes. And it's almost like I could read what he was thinking. He was thinking, "Skinny ass motherfucker." Thanks so much for listening. I'm Eric Snader.